This is 30-minute wellbeing. Welcome. My name's Andy. With these videos, we encourage you to take half an hour, and then there's a little bit of content, and then we encourage you to try out one of the ideas from the content that we share in the rest of the half an hour. So you've taken up half an hour of time to think about your wellbeing. And here I want to talk about space. We're called Space to Breathe. And the reasoning for the idea was this: when you breathe in, take an inward breath now, you might feel your stomach kind of go down a little bit. That's your diaphragm pulls down to allow the air to come into your lungs and your lungs to expand. And when you breathe out, your chest relaxes and your diaphragm lifts up. Even in your most basic task of breathing air in and out to stay alive, that needs space. And it's quite hard to look after yourself and your well-being without space. So I'm going to give you 3 very simple ideas, and then I want to encourage you to go and take some space just to be you and be with you and to do whatever you want to do, but just to take some space to look inside yourself and see how you're doing. Here's the 3 ideas. It's quite hard to think about your well-being when you're on the treadmill all the time, where everything is just keeping going and there's more and more tasks and more things to accomplish and do. It's quite hard to be aware because you're focusing on all the tasks. Take a little bit of time out, get off the treadmill and stop for a while and see if you can do that regularly. Even 5 minutes here and there to be quiet, to ask yourself a question, to do one of the tools or tasks or rhythms or routines that we share here every week. Get off the treadmill. That's one way to create space. The second one is recognize when you're full up. If you imagine yourself as a container being filled with a liquid, with water maybe, or something like that, there's only so much that could happen until it all spills out. If you're full up, it's quite hard to think about your well-being. So you might create space by releasing the tap and letting some of that stress or anxiety or pressure pour out. And you'll do that through things that you love. Getting outside, creativity, talking to friends. Make time to do that, to create space in you. Don't fill yourself up too full. It's the second idea on space. And the third one is this: give yourself space to be kind to yourself, to look after yourself, to have self-compassion. Again, when everything's flying at you, we don't tend to think about how am I doing. But actually, we all need that sense of care for ourselves. And self-care, as it's talked about in a basic level, is you having a little bit of compassion for yourself. That you deserve to be looked after as well as the next person. That you're not bad. In fact, you're okay. You're more than okay. Brené Brown puts it that you're enough. Make time for self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. I will often go and sit in my garden maybe, or look out the window. Obviously with COVID there's limits on what you can go and do. Hopefully soon we'll be able to do more. But just go and sit and just be. And let whatever is going to bubble up to the surface, bubble up to the surface. And then to be kind with myself as I process those things. Now, what's in my control and what's not? What are the things that are helpful for me? All of these questions are all about kindness to you. So you need space to think about these things. Get off the treadmill for 5 minutes. You need space in terms of your capacity. If things are pouring in on you, spend some time letting out some of that stress and anxiety and worry and pressure so that you have space to respond. And then give yourself space to be self-compassionate. Rest. Be kind to yourself. This is a short little video now. What I want you to just go and spend the rest of this half an hour giving yourself some space to think about whatever you want to think about and to be in whatever way you want to be. You might want to listen to some music and just be. You might want to sit and look outside or be outside. You might want to go for a walk. You might want to close your eyes. All of these things are great. Just give yourself some time. We're going to be back with another one of these next week, so go and get a little bit of time for yourself, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye bye.